New information tonight on a man who is in the hospital after being hit by an impaired driver. That driver is also in jail tonight. Last night, just before 10:30, police say they responded to the scene near the intersection of Worth and Rutledge Drive. They found a man who had been hit by a vehicle. Police say the victim was transported to Novant Health, where he's currently in stable condition. The driver of the vehicle has been identified as 27-year-old Rafael Pescador of Clinton. He's charged with driving while impaired, felony serious injury by vehicle, driving while license revoked, and reckless driving to endanger, among other charges. He's currently being held without bond at the New Hanover County Sheriff's Office Detention Center.